1 month after a massive data leak from e-commerce giant Coupang, South Korea's National Assembly has launched a rare multi-committee probe into not only the breach, but other concerns surrounding the firm. For more, we are joined by our political correspondent, Hye-ryeon. Welcome back, Hye-ryeon.
Good evening, Dami.
So, Hye-ryeon, it's been a month since the whole issue broke out. Now, walk us through what's happened so far on everything that's happened since the issue broke out.
So as you said, Dami, it's been a month since Coupang first revealed that there was a data breach involving the personal information of more than 33 million users. And since then, there's been controversy surrounding the way Coupang has been dealing with this issue. So let's take a look at the timeline of events. So immediately after the data leak was disclosed, the government formed a joint public-private investigation team into the breach, and the police launched a formal probe. This was then followed up with a search and seizure operation at Coupang's headquarters and a change in administration personnel. This shift has drawn widespread criticism from users, politicians, and government officials alike, saying that the firm's leadership is evading responsibility. And during the initial hearing at the National Assembly 2 weeks ago, it was very clear that the new interim CEO was not in a position to be answering questions, with politicians expressing frustration over the language barrier and scripted answers. The huge scale of the data breach has drawn widespread attention, and it was amid widespread criticism that Chairman Kim Bum-seok issued his first public apology after nearly a month since the incident. And just a day before the hearing today, the firm announced a compensation plan that involves discount coupons of 50,000 Korean won per person, roughly $35 that can be used in each of Coupang's services.
Right. Now, let's talk about the hearing that took place today. What did they address during the hearing today?
So bringing together 6 standing committees, this rare joint committee hearings really reflects the breadth of concern surrounding Coupang as lawmakers began by focusing on the scope and handling of the data leak. So members revealed a warning email from a former Coupang employee that contradicts the company's claim that only about 3,000 customer accounts were stored and deleted, instead suggesting a far larger data breach. Echoing lawmaker doubts over Coupang's internal investigation, Science Minister Baek Young-un said more than 33 million names and email addresses were leaked, citing findings by the Personal Information Protection Commission, police, and a joint public-private probe. The hearing also saw sharp criticism over the absence of key executives, including Coupang founder and chairman Kim Bum-seok, who once again declined to attend. Lawmakers and officials accused the company's leadership of evading responsibility at a critical moment.
The Fair Trade Commission will closely monitor not only the cases currently under review, but also the company's social responsibility going forward.
Coupang's compensation package also came under fire, with politicians dismissing the package as insufficient and self-serving. They argue that it does little to address the anxiety and risk faced by victims.
It feels less like compensation and more like a deceptive promotion, pushing victims to spend more and propping up unpopular services.
Coupang's interim CEO, Harold Rogers, defended the compensation plan, calling it unprecedented in scale and voluntary in nature, and denying that it violates U.S. class action laws.
Then, Hye-ryeon, with another day to go for the hearing, what can we expect in the weeks to come with regards to Coupang and its personal data leak issue?
So lawmakers from the main opposition, People Power Party, were actually absent during the hearing today because they've been arguing that the case should be handled through a parliamentary investigation as opposed to the hearings. But the ruling Democratic Party plans to push ahead with the hearings and pursue a parliamentary investigation separately, meaning that a parliamentary investigation could be underway soon. The government also announced that it will expand the joint public-private investigation team from about 10 members to 30 this week, and will strengthen its all-ministry task force under the Ministry of Science and ICT. With pressure mounting from lawmakers, regulators, and investigators on multiple fronts, Coupang now faces intensified scrutiny that could lead to tougher sanctions, expanded investigations, and stronger oversight of major platform companies in the weeks ahead.
Hye-ryeon, we'll be following what happens next for Coupang and its users. So do keep us posted. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.